Hello, welcome back to some Dragon Age Origins. This is episode 3. Before I go ahead here really quickly, I'm going to rant about something. I did some improvements between this episode and last episode. So, excuse me. Hopefully it looks okay. Hopefully there is no discernible difference in quality between this and what I was playing previously. There are, though. I was having crashing before. And then recording was a little bit difficult because you can't alt-tab out of the game. I don't have a second monitor in my current setup, so I couldn't make sure things were recording before and after and all that. And there's a crashing issue associated with that. And then when I updated the game, this is an old game, so I did the 4 gig patch of RAM so it can access more memory without crashing because of the built-in memory leak. That meant I couldn't record it in the standard way, so I had to use this other app to implement borderless gaming. So this is windowed with a little bit of software making it full screen, simulating that. Then when I was doing that, my recording software, OBS, wasn't picking up the game anymore, even when I went specific window and tried to find it. And I didn't want to just capture my monitor, because I feel like using the hook to capture actual frames compared to just capturing what's on screen inherently is going to give a little bit better base quality. And I'm recording near losslessly anyway, so I might as well, keep with that quality push. But because I was running it, I guess, in compatibility mode for an old Windows XP service pack, I also had to run my recording software as an administrator. Otherwise, I didn't have permission to see this. So all of that aside, hopefully this episode is flawless. And it was all worth it, because I really love Dragon Age Origins. Last episode, we got rescued from the tower after Loghain had not pushed his troops into battle and let the king die. Morgan healed us, and out here, our companion Alistair and her mother should be waiting for us.
Let's...
See, here is your fellow Grey Warden. You worry too much, young man.
You're alive. I thought you were dead for sure.
I'm not, thanks to Morgan's mother.
Oh, this doesn't seem real. If it weren't for Morrigan's mother, we'd be dead on top of that tower.
Do not talk about me as if I am not present, lad.
I didn't mean... But what do we call you? You've never told us your name?
Names are pretty, but useless. The chastened folk call me Flemeth. I suppose it will do.
The Flemeth? From the legends? Daveth was right. You're the Witch of the Wilds, aren't you?
And what does that mean? I know a bit of magic, and it has served you both well, has it not?
Yeah, I'm kind of, on her side. Who cares who she is? We need to do something now.
We need to bring Loghain to judgment. Why would he do this?
Now that is a good question. Men's hearts hold shadows darker than any tainted creature. Perhaps he believes the Blight is an army he can outmaneuver. Perhaps he does not see that the evil behind it is the true threat.
The Archdemon.
Yes, we should probably ask her, but I imagine she's just gonna say, no, it's not my fight. So, what is this Archdemon exactly?
It is said that long ago, the Maker sent the old gods of the ancient Tevinter Imperium to slumber in prisons deep beneath the surface. An Archdemon is an old god awakened and tainted by Darkspawn. Believe that or not, history says it's a fearsome and immortal thing, and only fools ignore history.
Yes, this is quite true. I guess we need to find this Archdemon, don't you think?
By ourselves? No Grey Warden has ever defeated a Blight without the army of a half-dozen nations at his back. Not to mention... I don't know how.
How to kill the Archdemon, or how to raise an army? It seems to me those are two different questions, Have the Wardens no allies these days?
I don't know. Duncan said that the Grey Wardens of Orlais had been called, and Arl Eamon would never stand for this, surely.
Arl Eamon, the Arl of Redcliffe?
I suppose. Arl Eamon wasn't at Ostagar. He still has all his men. And he was Kaelin's uncle. I know him. He's a good man, respected in the Landsmeet. Of course, we could go to Redcliffe and appeal to him for help.
All right. Surely there are other allies we could call on.
Of course! The treaties. Grey Wardens can demand aid from dwarves, elves, mages, and other places. They're obligated to help us during a blight.
I may be old, but dwarves, elves, mages, this Arl Eamon, and who knows what else. This sounds like an army to me.
So can we do this? Go to Redcliffe and these other places and build an army?
Why not? Isn't that what Grey Wardens do?
So you are set then, ready to be Grey Wardens.
As ready as we'll ever be.
Now, before you go, there is yet one more thing I can offer you.
The stew is bubbling, Mother dear. Shall we have 2 guests for the eve, or none?
The Grey Wardens are leaving shortly, girl. And you will be joining them.
Such a shame. What?
You heard me, girl. The last time I looked, you had ears.
I think that's an excellent idea.
Have I no say in this?
You have been itching to get out of the wilds for years. Here is your chance. As for you, Wardens, consider this repayment for your lives.
All right. Very well. We'll take her along with us.
Not to look a gift horse in the mouth, but won't this add to our problems? Out of the wilds, she's an apostate.
If you do not wish help from us illegal mages, young man, perhaps I should have left you on that tower.
Point taken.
Mother, this is not how I wanted this. I'm not even ready.
You must be ready. Alone, these two must unite for Eldon against the Darkspawn. They need you, Morrigan. Without you, they will surely fail, and all will perish under the Blight. Even I.
I understand.
And you, Wardens. Do you understand? I give you that which I value above all in this world. I do this because you must succeed.
All right. She won't come to harm with us.
Allow me to get my things, if you please. I am at your disposal, Grey Wardens. I suggest a village north of the wilds as our first destination. It is not far, and you will find much you need there. Or, if you prefer, I shall simply be your silent guide. The choice is yours.
No, I prefer you speak your mind.
You will regret saying that.
Dear, sweet mother, you are so kind to cast me out like this. How fondly I shall remember this moment.
Well, I always said, if you want something done, do it yourself. Or hear about it for a decade or two afterwards.
Do you really want to take her along because her mother says so?
Yeah. We need all the help we can get, Alistair.
I guess you're right. The Grey Wardens have always taken allies where they could find them.
I am so pleased to have your approval.
Well, I think we should just get underway. You know what? Actually, I do have some questions.
I may have answers. Ask.
Tell me about this village to the north. I believe it's Lothering?
'Tis a small place of little consequence called Lothering. No more than a stop along your Imperial Highway where travelers purchase goods from local farms and smiths. I would go more often were it not for the town's chantry. It makes the village particularly intolerant and unpleasant for a stranger such as me.
A chantry? And they never in all this time thought that maybe you were a witch?
Of course they have. They even called out their Templars once. They found nothing.
Okay. Well, I'm not worried about any of the other things here. I'm sure she is her daughter. And I have no more questions.
Farewell, Mother. Do not forget the stew on the fire. I would hate to return to a burned-down hut.
'Tis far more likely you will return to see this entire area, along with my hut, swallowed up by the blight.
All I meant was...
Yes, I know. Do try to have fun, dear.
Intense mothers. I don't really have that. My mom's like really polite and pleasant. If anything, she worries about being intense and then goes really far the other direction to make sure that she doesn't feel that way. And she's lovely. I have no complaints. It's just not my experience. I know a lot of people have strict mothers. I've gotten lucky. Yeah, let's go forth. Well, I guess I should level up really quickly. I need more magic for spells. Let's just take that right off the bat. Let's stop taking combat tactics and start taking... maybe we'll do some improved herbalism. Yeah. Let's try that. And hopefully that magic, yeah, is granting me some other options. So we want to ultimately go to Waking Nightmare eventually. Horror, the caster forces a target to cower in fear, unable to move unless it passes a mental resistance check. Targets already asleep when the spell is cast cannot resist its effect and take massive spirit damage. Okay. I don't think I have sleep. That's next. So yeah, we'll take horror. Great. And now we'll do Alistair. Let's get him nice and tanky, because I always have this recollection of my Alistair just eating it. So I might even just go all in the Constitution right now. Yeah, and let's just master combat training. Alright, great. Now he can take shield balance as a passive. That's going to be really essential, so let's grab that. That's going to offset the balance of carrying a shield, which is kind of like old school logic anyways, right? It's like dual weapon carrying, the offhand weapon takes a, negative hit. Let's go over to Lothrain, the first time we get to see this pretty cool map. And we'll go. And you see a little trail splatters out. But we encountered a battle on the road.
And I expect each of you to supply these men. We must rebuild what was lost at Ostagar, and quickly. There are those who would take advantage of our weakened state if we let them. We must defeat this Darkspawn incursion, but we must do so sensibly and without hesitation.
Your Lordship, if I might speak. You have declared yourself Queen Anora's regent, and claim we must unite under your banner for our own good. But what of the army lost at Ostagar? Your withdrawal was most fortuitous.
Everything I have done has been to secure Ferelden's independence. I have not shirked my duty to the throne, and neither will any of you!
The Banon will not bow to you simply because you demand it.
Understand this. I will brook no threat to this nation from you or anyone.
Bantegan, please!
Your Majesty, your father risks civil war. If Eamon were here...
Bantegan, my father is doing what is best.
Did he also do what was best for your husband, Your Majesty?
Doggo! Hello, Doggo. Alright, so we have ourselves a lovely situation, don't we? Now, let me see. I will Curse of Mortality the main guy. I think that's a good move. And then we should probably, like, work through, let's try out Horror. Could be fun. We have Morgan, and I should really quickly check her tactics. Yeah, Morgan, you are a damager. So we'll set that up so you don't make random awful choices. Alright, I don't want this guy in my business, so let us try and paralyze him. Great. Now we're going to here. We can zoom out to get a little bit of a more tactical view here. The doggo is doing fine. He is taking those things out on his own. So we will drain life on that Herlock in a second. Cool. Continue to take care of ads. Cool. Lovely. Well, good old doggo covered in blood. Those darkspawn didn't hurt you, boy, did they?
I think he was out there looking for you. He's chosen you. Mabari are like that. They call it imprinting.
Does this mean we're going to have this mangy beast following us about now? Wonderful.
He's not mangy.
Well, you know what? I always wanted a dog like this. Maybe it's meant to be. Bork. Oh god, what is the name for the dog? I will name him Borf. Bork or Bork? He will be Bork. Bork!
Let's get started.
Alright, let's loot all these corpses. I think that is mostly the benefit. Okay, there's a death root back there. We might as well go grab that. We can craft with it because I'm a growing alchemist. I have to grab some flasks or something. But otherwise, pretty good. Partial approval. One of your party members has begun to genuinely like you and respect your leadership. So, I'll paraphrase that, and this is a BioWare game. And a good BioWare game. You gotta talk to your party members. And you gotta treat them well. Mainly at camp. We can talk right now. And I might talk to them in a moment. When we get to Lothering.
Wake up, gentlemen. More travelers to attend to. Led by an elf, of all things.
They don't look much like them others, you know. Maybe we should just let these ones pass.
Nonsense. Greetings, travelers.
Highwaymen, preying on those fleeing the Darkspawn, I suppose.
They are fools to get in our way. I say, teach them a lesson.
Now, is that any way to greet someone? A simple 10 silvers, and you're free to move on.
Yeah. You're, toll collectors, then.
Indeed, for the upkeep of the Imperial Highway. It's a bit of a mess, isn't it?
You're fixing the highway? I think not.
Not much gets past you, I see.
It's not really a toll. We're just robbing you, see?
Do shut up. Even a genlock would have understood that.
Well, forget it. I'm not paying.
Well, I can't say I'm pleased to hear that. We have rules, you know.
Right. We get to ransack your corpse then. Those are the rules.
You can certainly try.
Well, this is going nowhere. Let's finish this, gents.
Yeah, you are welcome to give it a go. It's a shame the one we just killed was the only one who had a bit of a sense about him. But we can't tolerate bandits. Not attacking refugees, too. That's just cruelty beyond cruelty. Alistair, can you attempt... Oh, you cannot. Okay, I thought maybe he would have an option there. I don't want to take a wound, so I'm going to heal. I guess I would have gotten Drain Life right off the bat. It all worked out.
We surrender. We're just trying to get by before the dog spawn get us all.
Get by? You're a criminal.
Yes, I'm a criminal. I admit it. I apologize.
Well, unfortunately, now you die. That's all you deserve.
I'm not going down without a fight.
You think that, but you are. So why just murder him in cold blood? Well, not really cold blood. I don't care for bandits. It's just we don't need that sort of cruelty. We don't need people taking advantage of people, especially refugees. And we're in a war zone, so the reality of it is a Knight of Redcliffe, Knight's Locket. Yeah, maybe if we go to Redcliffe, we'll use that.
This should be easy enough.
But, like, justice in a time like this in a war zone is probably going to be no different than what I just dispensed, you know? At least I don't have to do you the disservice of walking over there to have some knight decide to do the same thing. Oh, okay, so I'm full on stuff that doesn't stack. So I have to go and sell some things and then maybe come back here. Really quick, we'll check. I don't think anything here is better than what I'm wearing, especially for a mage in this, you know, specific situation. I'm wearing like some splint mail, so chainmail isn't going to be any better. Can't use that because I'm not strong enough yet. Morgan doesn't really have much on, so we can do that. Let's throw those boots on her. Yeah, and I guess she has her own staff, so that's fine. We don't have other gear for her yet. We can throw on a belt. I think we have that. Yeah. And some rings. Well, it's not really useful for her, but that one's not bad. Alright. Amulet of the War Mage. What amulet does she have on? 1 willpower, 10 mental resistance. Eh. We'll keep that for now. Alright, so.
Well, there it is. Lothering. Pretty as a painting.
Ah, so you have finally decided to rejoin us, have you? Falling on your blade in grief seemed like too much trouble, I take it.
Is my being upset so hard to understand? Have you never lost someone important to you? Just what would you do if your mother died?
Before or after I stopped laughing.
Right, very creepy. Forget I asked.
What did you want to talk about, Alistair?
His navel, I suspect. He certainly has been contemplating it for long enough.
Oh, I get it. This is the part where we're shocked to discover how you've never had a friend your entire life.
I can be friendly when I desire to. Alas, desiring to be more intelligent does not make it so.
Anyway, I thought we should talk about where we intend to go first.
Well, I imagine we should try to use those treaties.
I agree. Have you looked at them?
I'm aware of them, yes. I believe we have one for the Dalish, the Dwarves in Orzammar, the, oh god. Dalish, Orzammar, Obviously Eamon, but we don't really have a treaty with him. Oh, in the Mage's Circle, yeah.
There are three main groups that we have treaties for. The Dalish Elves, the Dwarves of Orzammar, and the Circle of Magi. I also still think that Arleman is our best bet for help. We might even want to go to him first.
All right, well, I'm not going to go to him first. I'm going to go to him second. I'll, figure it out as we go, though, but, why are you leaving it up to me?
Well, I don't know where we should go. I'll do whatever you decide.
Now that is unsurprising.
Arleman is a good man, but I don't know for sure he's where we should go. I'm not going to fight about it.
Okay. Well, when we need to find these people.
I can give you directions if you like.
I'm aware of where these people are. Where would Logain be?
If he isn't out in the field with his army, he's probably going to be at the palace in Denerim. We can go to Denerim, but somehow I suspect that they're not going to let us just walk around. Only a suspicion, of course.
All right, well, I don't need any more directions.
Then you have a plan.
I'm ready to get going.
Fair enough. Let's head into the village whenever you're ready.
And we have that nice little save. I'm just going to talk to everyone quick.
What do you wish of me?
I'd like to discuss something
We
personal.
are hardly alone, so privacy is not an option. It is your question, however. Ask what you will.
You are a heartless shrew, you know that. Wow. No, never mind. I'm not going to ask any of those questions.
What do you need?
I'd like to ask
Ask
you
away.
something. Okay. Yeah, how did you become a Grey
Same
Warden?
way you did. You drink some blood, you choke on it, and pass out. You haven't forgotten already, have you?
I just mean before that.
Let's see. I was in the Chantry before. I trained for many years to become a Templar, in fact. That's where I learned most of my skills.
You don't seem like the religious sort.
You're telling me I was banished to the kitchens to scour the pots more times than I can count. And that's a lot. I can count pretty high. The Grand Cleric didn't want to let me go. Duncan was forced to conscript me, actually, and was she ever furious when he did. I thought she was going to have us both arrested. I was lucky.
You think Duncan took pity on you?
I don't know. Maybe. When he came looking for recruits, I just remember praying fervently to the Maker that he would pick me. I'll always be thankful to Duncan for recruiting me. If it hadn't been for him, you know, I wouldn't have.
I shouldn't have brought him up. I'll just say he was a good man.
He was. A good man who didn't deserve his fate. That much I'm sure of. Come on, let's go. I think I'm done talking.
That's fair. Maybe we can ask
What
Morgan
do
a
you wish
different
of me?
question. Less personal. I'd like to ask you
If
something.
you must.
How did you become a shapeshifter?
I was not born such. 'Tis a skill of Flemeth's, taught over many years in the wilds. The chastened have tales of we witches, saying that we assume the forms of creatures to watch them from hiding. When a child is alone and separate from his tribe, that is when we strike, dragging the young boy kicking and screaming to our lair to be devoured. A most amusing legend.
But it's, just a legend, right?
So I assume. My mother has walked the wilds far longer than I. Who am I to suggest what things she has done and not done in her past? Why do you ask? Is there something specific you wish to know?
Do you spend a lot of time as an animal?
There were nights when the wilds called to me, 'tis true. You look upon the world around you and you think you know it well. I have smelled it as a wolf, listened as a cat, prowled shadows that you never dreamed existed. But my life is as a human. I am under no illusions to the contrary.
Can anyone become a shapeshifter?
Anyone with sufficient will, but the act of transformation is a magical one. 'Tis a spell and thus requires a mage's talents. Indeed, you could learn the spells required if I cared to teach you.
Can can you change into other human forms as well?
The form of an animal is different from my own. One may study the creature, learn to move as it does, think as it does. In time, this allows one to become as it is. I gain nothing by studying another human. I already am the same as they are. I learn nothing. So the answer is no, my human form is the only one I possess.
Well, I've never heard of magic like that before.
No? 'Tis not unheard of in the remote corners of the world. There are traditions of magic outside of the circle of magi, despite what those mages would have you believe. Some of these traditions are old, indeed, passed down as carefully guarded lore from one generation to the next. The zealots of the chantry would uproot all such practitioners if they could. But as luck have it, some still exist. My mother is such a one.
Well, that's good. Such traditions need to be preserved.
I'm shocked that you think so. Being a mage of the circle as you were. But perhaps you felt a little like a caged bird as well, caught within that dark tower.
Maybe a little.
I thought so.
Well, that's all I want to
Indeed.
ask.
Have you an opinion on my abilities, then? Am I an unnatural abomination to be put to the torch?
Maybe tied to a flagpole and tickled. Ooh, that's flirty. I think your abilities sound quite useful.
Oh, you're simply full of surprises, little man, aren't you? But enough of such talk. Let us proceed, lest the dust gather on us.
All right. Got some... What the... Refugee boy.
I'm scared. When are we going home?
Pet the dog. Don't worry about it. All right. Some lovely conversations achieved. We'll just drop a save here in Lothering. And before we go further into the village, let's look at this chicken. It's a nice chicken. These are all refugees.
If you will indulge me.
Do I have
And
a
she
choice?
not even with child.
Of the two of you that remain, are you not the senior Grey Warden here? I find it curious that you allow another to lead while you follow.
You find that curious, do you?
In fact, you defer to a new recruit. Is this the policy of the Grey Wardens, or simply a personal one?
What do you want to hear? That I prefer to follow? I do.
You sound so very defensive.
Couldn't you crawl into a bush somewhere and die? That would be great, thanks.
Jeez.
Scared. When are we going home?
We came here to
Okay,
get
so all these
away
people are
from the
scared.
fighting.
I get it. It's a scary situation. You're in a relatively pretty good area. Like, you know, you have archers up there. You have this reinforced. I mean, you're on the outside of reinforcements, which isn't great. But you really have effectively like a single choke point unless they start falling over the edge and moving down. And they're dark spawn, so they might eventually do that, right? Oh, well.
You there. If you're looking for safe shelter, I'll warn you. There's none to be found. Move on if you can. Lothering's lost.
What do you mean?
We've had refugees streaming from the south for the last 2 days. The Chantry and Tavern are full to bursting. There simply isn't enough food to go around, and we Templars can barely keep order. You'd be better off elsewhere, my friend.
Oh, well, thanks for the warning.
Best of luck wherever you might go.
Can I tell you about
I'm
the
just here
bandits?
to keep watch.
No? Okay. Huh. Robbed man.
Greetings, too good sir. If it isn't too much to ask, might you spare some bread or anything?
What happened to you?
We thought it would be safer in Lothering, that the Terran would bring his soldiers here. But bandits attacked us and took everything. Our food, our clothes, my daughter's pet lamb. Nobody cares about a few elves like us. Surely you understand.
I'm with those bandits. They're dead now.
You killed them?
That's wonderful news. Perhaps our belongings are still there.
I can't thank you enough, friend. Even if we don't get everything back, It's good to know others will be safe.
Yeah, that's how I feel. Taking on refugees, you get taken out of the way pretty quick, in my point of view. Now let's go find a merchant.
Back off. I have the right to charge what I wish.
You profit from their misfortune. I should have the Templars give away everything in your carts.
You wouldn't dare. Any of you step too close to my goods and I'll...
It's so nice to see everyone working together in a crisis. Warms the heart.
Oh, you there. You look able. Would you care to make a tiny profit helping a beleaguered businessman?
Why would I want to help you?
Didn't I mention profit?
He is charging outlandish prices for things people desperately need. Their blood is filling his pockets.
'Tis only survival of the fittest. All of these cretins would do the same in his shoes, given the chance.
I have limited supplies. The people decide what those supplies are worth to them.
You bought most of your wares from these very people last week. Now they flee for their lives, and you want to talk business?
Look, stranger, I've 100 silvers if you drive this rabble off, starting with that priest. I'm an honest merchant, nothing more.
You don't think you're being unscrupulous?
Would it help these folks if they could buy no goods at all?
They spend their very last coin because they are desperate, and this man preys upon them as surely as the bandits outside the city.
Ah, I'm not arguing anymore. Drive off this woman and get your 100 silvers. Otherwise, I'm taking my wagon and leaving.
Huh. Yeah, in this case, I'm gonna try and persuade him. I think you can compromise and still make a profit, no?
And hear more belly aching? I'd rather take my goods back to Denerim.
Okay, I'll try and intimidate him. Lower your prices or lose your goods.
You wouldn't dare. I'm leaving.
Okay, go if you like. But the wagons stay here.
And who's gonna make me leave him? You? I hope the Darkspawn choke on your cheap hides. Ah!
I suppose it couldn't be helped. Maker, help us all.
Yeah, I didn't want to kill him, but, people need those things in their last few moments, you know?
Right.
I can't even open up the chest. I'm just gonna be mean to a merchant. But, profiteers.
Still operating their board.
I guess I did want to sell to him, which is funny. Ah, well.
And Eileen spoke unto the masses, my hearth is yours, my bread is yours, my life is yours. For all who walk in the sight of the Maker are one.
Greetings? Alright, I've had enough of your human nonsense. Bandits? I can go take care of some bandits. This is basically like a little job board. And I don't...
The legions of evil are on your doorstep. They will feast upon our hearts. There is nowhere to run. This evil will cover the world like a plague of locusts.
Please, you're scaring the children.
Better to slit their throats now than let them suffer at Darkspawn hands. There! One of their minions is already amongst us. This man bears their evil stench. Can you not see the vile blackness that fills him?
Why don't you keep your voice down?
I watch the Black Horde descend on my people. I will not be silent.
Please stop. Somebody shut his mouth.
But isn't he right? The ban left us. We're going to die.
This minion is but the first of those who will destroy us.
Yeah. You poor man. What happened to you? I kind of get what happened to him. I'm going to say don't be a fool. Darkspawn can be defeated.
No! I have seen them! You cannot run! You cannot fight!
Well, standing around and shouting won't save you.
There is nothing to do! No hope is left!
Alright. I think you, underestimate our resources, such as magic.
Are you calling me a coward?
I'm calling you an idiot. Listen to yourself for a moment.
I have shamed my ancestors, but the blackness will come.
He was right, wasn't he? There's no hope for us.
I would say get out of here, all of you. Get moving.
Why is this happening?
There is hope. But not if you stand here. So, really important piece of information. If you yourself, I might not go in there yet, are not a, warrior, get out of the war zone. Unless you're willing to become one.
Have you seen my mother?
Depends. Who is your mother?
She's really tall, and she has red hair. We live on a big farmhold, all of us. Some mean men with swords came, and Mother told me to run to the village as fast as I could, so I did. She said she'd be right behind me, but I've been waiting and waiting, and I can't see her.
Alright, come with me. I'll help you look for your mother.
Mother said I wasn't to go with anyone. I'm supposed to wait for her here, in the village.
Alright, here. Take this silver, buy something to eat.
A whole silver! Wow, thank you. So, are you really an elf?
Yes. Why do you ask?
Father says elves aren't very nice, but you're nicer than everybody here. Thank you for helping me.
Yeah, you're welcome.
So I take it you did not enjoy your Templar training?
That's directed at me, I take it.
Do you see any others about who have failed at their religious instruction?
I didn't fail. I was recruited into the Grey Wardens.
And if you had not been...
So, Terran Logain is the new regent?
Oh.
Isn't that a good thing? Sorry, we may have had something.
Well, let's make some health potions. Why not? Yeah, that's dog potion. Barrel? I literally can't. I don't know why I'm looking at stuff. Hi, Allison.
Hello, stranger. I don't suppose you know anyone that can make traps?
I'm sorry. I can't make traps. What do you need them for, though?
Barlin said that Darkspawn may be coming soon. He's got traps on his farm. I figured I'd put a few on my lands. Barlin wants to poison his traps. I just want normal traps.
Why don't you just buy some?
None to be had. Barlin has all the traps in the village in his fields.
Barlin has poison traps on his land?
He doesn't have any poison yet, thank the Maker. So his fields are just full of traps. He can be a bit eccentric.
Well, I'm sorry, I can't make them.
I didn't mean to bother you. Sorry.
No, I'm sorry.
Stop looking at me, mongrel. I have nothing you want. Why do you keep staring at me so, you flea-ridden beast? Can you not tell when you are not wanted? I enjoy company of creatures of the wild, not stench-ridden domesticated wolves. And he persists. Maddening.
You will learn to love the doggo, Morgan. Hey, look, stuff I can take because it stacks. Elder Miriam.
You've got a bed for the night. You taken care of?
Actually, I was more hoping I could help you.
Don't need blades right now. We need beds, food, and an end to all these sad sots. I don't suppose you know anything of tonics, medicines, or herbs.
I actually do know a bit about herbalism.
Then you may be able to do us a lot of good. All manner of travellers come through, many injured or sick. We do our best, but we're out of supplies. There's medicinal herbs in the woods to the north. If you make a few poultices, I'll scrape together some sort of payment. I'll write all you need to know in this note here.
All right.
Have any luck finding herbs in the woods?
I didn't need them. Here you go.
This will help many people. You're a good sort, you know.
Yeah, I don't know how many I let go there, but it's worth it to help people out.
How dare you accuse me of thievery? Your grassland eyes are inept. A chastened would never stoop to petty theft.
wilds
was horrifying. Marsh folk are all thieves and liars.
Enough! People here are already desperate and frightened. They don't need you two coming to blows.
But what about my food?
I said enough!
All right. Tensions are high. That's what we're picking up. Hi.
You aren't one of my captors. I have nothing to say that would amuse you, Elf. Leave me in peace.
All right. Then I will leave you to your fate. No, you're a prisoner. Who put you here?
I'm in a cage, am I not? I've been placed here by the Chantry. I am Sten of the Beresad, the vanguard of the Kunari peoples.
Well, I'm Josh. Nice to meet you.
You mock me. Or you show manners I have not come to expect in your lands. Though it matters little now. I will die soon enough.
This is a proud and powerful creature, trapped as prey for the Darkspawn. If you cannot see a use for him, I suggest releasing him for mercy's sake alone.
Mercy? I wouldn't have expected that from you.
I would also suggest that Alistair take his place in the cage.
Yes, that's what I would have expected.
I suggest you leave me to my fate.
I could give you food and water.
Tempting, but I shall decline. Were you in my position, would you prolong your imprisonment?
I find myself in need of skilled help.
No doubt. What help do you seek?
I am sworn to defend the land against the Blight.
The Blight? Are you a Grey Warden, then?
I am.
Surprising. My people have heard legends of the Grey Warden's strength and skill. Though I suppose not every legend is true.
Would the Reverend Mother let you free?
Perhaps if you told her the Grey Wardens need my assistance. It seems as likely to bring my death as waiting here.
Alright, I'll leave for now.
Farewell, then.
Eaten alive by Darkspawn. That's cruel. I wonder why the revered mother's so afraid of him.
Probably because she's prejudiced. Yeah, that's okay, though. Let's poke around. This area is going to have, a few combat encounters.
As you wish.
I'm not happy that I'm getting attacked here, but that's fine. I'll drain life and be more or less back to normal. I think we're doing pretty well at these battles right now. Although I wouldn't be upset by more damaging spells. Like, I only have so many oh, now I'm a dog. Okay, it looks like Alistair's gonna be fine to finish that, but we'll help. Nah, stuff I can't take. Keep on forgetting. I might end up getting some stuff, so let's see. What can I... Here, we'll expand this out a little bit right now. Move my potions down. Move that over. Throw that there. You know what? Let's just do the whole hog. Bottom of the screen. Slot it all up. And a lot of that stuff I'd rather sell, so... You know, that's fine. Oh, I guess we probably should have given Alistair a moment to heal. That's okay, though.
Look at this mess. I love it.
Can I just bring over the dog? That's great, so...
Easy enough.
Alright, we'll paralyze the doggo. Just get all of our attacks on it really quick. Now we'll focus on this bandit. Okay, I need you. Oh, okay, he doesn't have the same... That's funny, okay, but I guess it makes sense. Why would they have the same setup? Let's make him use one of the big ones. Because he's going to continue to take hits this whole time. Doggo, I would need you to start running up on those. Oh, is my dog glitched? Oh, he got stunned or something, I think. Alright.
Never know what hit him.
Yeah, you get in there, Alistair. I'm gonna turn off death magic because I don't really need that right now. Okay, y'all really don't know. You need to God, you really got macro up your warriors, don't you? All right, that's that addressed.
As you wish.
Things I can take because they stack. Okay. Great. Now I think there are some potions over here. Great. I think we have a quick save. And I believe the other bandits are up at the top here. If memory serves. Oh no, it's worse. It's Darkspawn. Alright, well that's definitely not who we want to have hitting us. Yeah, let's try and what? Try and horrify him. Alright, we've done fine now. Okay, that's that one. And now we can finish off this Archer Herlock. I can try and weakness him. And Morgan is in the way, so her spells weren't working.
Arrival there, my friend. I'm much obliged.
Oh, you're welcome.
The name's Bodon Feddick, merchant and entrepreneur. This here is my son, Sandal. Say hello, my boy.
Hello.
Road's been mighty dangerous these days. Mind if I ask what brings you out here? Perhaps we're going the same way.
Well, you know, I doubt you want to travel with a Grey Warden.
Grey Wardens? My, that does rather explain a lot. No offense, but I suspect there's more excitement on your path than my boy and I can handle. Allow me to bid you farewell and good fortune, though.
Goodbye.
Now then, let's get this mess cleaned up, shall we?
Of course. These guys are great. Relatively nice folk. Can't take the crossbow, that's fine.
This should be easy enough.
Sealed letter. All this fluorspar, stuff we can sell. Poultices, money. Oh, that's stuff we can't right now, but that's okay. We can come back for it. Because we're not done in this area. I'm not just going to leave. I'm going to double check down here really quick. There might be another group of enemies. I don't know everything that stacks, right? So definitely more elf fruit right here. We want that for the potions. Can't do anything about the chest. All right. Now we want to go down to this little coastal area by some water. Is there a guy alive there? No, that's a scarecrow. Ha. We'll start at the right and work our way across. Because I think there's people behind here, or enemies. Yeah, there's like giant spiders. Which luckily aren't a horrible enemy. They're just like scary. Alright, everyone's doing okay, I think. Alistair, I'll get you the potion there. Alright. Yeah, that toxin extract is probably what you'd use to make some poison. Okay. You know what? For an older game, I still think, again, I think this one's really pretty. There's something about good fantasy that's just timeless to me, and this has that. Just easy to enjoy. Can we make more potions? No, I'm out on the flasks. Alright, so we will quick save really quick. Yes, this is our ideal situation. Is like some of them coming ahead of the others and letting us like destroy them casually. Awesome. All right, so that addressed. We can now kind of move over here, and I can try and take this guy. Yeah, and this way we abuse the enemies like they would prefer to abuse us.
Show me what you got.
I might be able to just straight out DPS this guy. Yeah.
Right.
I can't take any of those things. Although the helmet might actually be useful. Yeah, I like the strategy of paralyze one, single out the others. It'll be nice when I can do things like mass sleep. That's going to be really useful. I keep on looking, even though I know I'm full. Now, there are probably some things I could get rid of, right? Things I know I'm probably not going to use. Yeah, I can get rid of those 2 daggers. Is anything over here now worth it because of that? Rather, leather gloves. Morgan, do you need gloves? I think you needed gloves, right? So here, now you have gloves. Great. This guy had some good stuff. Heavy chainmail. That might be better than what, okay, let's see here. I wish you could equip from the item, the ground. That's a 5.1. So this guy is actually better equipped. So let's just throw out some, whatever, you know, like that. We don't need the whole chainmail set thing. We don't need that. And we can take that. We can go over to Alistair, and let's give him this, because it's going to be better, right? Yeah. He'll move slower, but we need him to be tanky. Great. And he's a longsword guy, so we want him with the best longsword, but we don't have anything like that yet. So... awesome.
Right.
And... I don't know, the helmet is... maybe good for Morrigan? This regular iron ring isn't doing anything. Let's just destroy that. We'll take this. Morgan, you probably won't like it. No? Okay, I can't put that on you. That's fine. Whatever. Damn shame that merchant got chased away. Okay, so heavy armor. Yeah, you'll last longer, but you can hit less things with your abilities. As we see, though, Alistair might be in my party the entire game as my main tank. So, yeah. Oh, you know what? As awful as it is to run back really quick, I'm just curious if I can go talk to that guy again. Does he act as a merchant? Because here's the thing. He is a merchant. And his son has some unique skills as well. But I don't know if he is activated as a merchant yet, because he's kind of like getting his wares together. Maybe it'll be viable, maybe it won't. Hey,
We'll be
Bowden.
off as soon as this mess is cleaned up. Thank you,
Alright.
Carney, for all your assistance.
Not yet, then. That's okay. Let's move that down there. Ooh, is the game chugging for some reason? That's weird. We'll move Death Magic over here. We'll move this over here. These are like my passive effects. And let's group it up even maybe a little bit else other ways. Or no, not yet. I might do... So like, these are more status effects. Curse of Mortality does deal damage, so... yeah, I'll put my damaging effects there. And I'll put all of the other stuff down there. I'll see how that works out for me. Let's go turn in the bandit quest. Still don't have room, Josh.
Let him take notice and shine upon thee, for thou hast done his work this day.
Yay. Is there another quest? Right. There's other things to do out there. When bears attack. So there's some bears that'll spawn out in those woods. We can go deal with that. And now we're looking for the kid's mom. Both of which we can do. But let's pop into the Chantry really quick and see what's in store there. Sir Marin.
If you seek refuge in the Chantry, there's simply no room left.
I'm not a refugee. Do I look like one to you?
So many are coming to Lothering. I make no assumptions. Priests are within if you seek to offer devotion to the Maker, however. May he protect us all.
Yeah, can you tell me anything about the caged Quinari?
Is he still alive? The revered mother put him there a few weeks back. He'll be dead soon enough.
Did you know there were bandits on the highway?
Were? Did you drive them off? Well, Sir Bryant will appreciate that.
Alright, well, goodbye.
Make her watch over you.
Huh. I guess that's just the situation, isn't it? Sir Bryant is up here. We can give him a shot, chat.
There's word of darkspawn stragglers, but no sign of the main horde. We are... Yes? Who might you be?
I'm more important than those guys, that's who. I am the Grey Warden, Josh.
I see. I am Sir Bryant, commander of the Lothering Templars. Tern Loghain declared all Grey Wardens traitors responsible for the king's death. You know this, I hope.
He claimed we're responsible?
And set a bounty on any who survived. I don't believe the Grey Wardens would be as careless or malicious as the Tern claims. But either way, there it is. It is best you not linger, though. Just in case.
Oh, well, about those bandits outside the village.
Maker's breath, how many times must we drive them off?
Well, they won't bother you again. I killed them.
All of them? By yourself?
It's true. I saw it from my post. It was over so fast, we didn't even have time to get over there.
Sad that it needed to come to that. But then they asked for it. Will you accept a small reward for your service?
Sure.
If it interests you, there is a Chanters board outside full of quests that need doing. The Chanters even offer pay for some of them. Now, unless there's something else you need.
Is there any other help you can offer?
I cannot openly help you, I fear, but... Here, take this key. It opens the large cabinet on the far wall. There is more there than we can carry when we evacuate, so take what you need.
Alright. I should go.
Travel safely, and may the Maker watch over you.
Yeah, may the Maker watch over us, eh? Sir Donald.
Who? I beg your pardon. I did not see you approach.
Sir Donald? Is that you?
Alistair? By the Maker, how are you? I was certain you were dead.
Not yet. No thanks to Tern Loghain.
If Arl Eamon were well, he'd set Loghain straight soon enough.
If he were well? What do you mean?
The Arl is stricken with an illness that threatens his life. We have found no cure, either natural or magical.
When did this happen?
Only a few weeks ago, but he has declined quickly. No one knows the nature of the illness, and even magic has done little to slow its progress. Our only hope now is a miracle. Every knight of Redcliffe has gone in search of the Urn of Sacred Ashes. Andraste's ashes are said to cure any illness, but I fear we are chasing a fable. With each day, my hope dims.
Huh, well... not to start the conversation in a horrible way, but your friend Sir Heinrich is dead. I have something of his.
What? And you have his locket? And a note? Maker's mercy. Thank you for giving me these. I would never have known otherwise.
I dealt with the bandits that killed him.
Thank you. I wonder how many of us have met similar fates on this mad quest.
So your quest for the ashes brought you here?
I expected to take advantage of the Chantry's library, in fact. but my skills are better suited to battle than chasing down tails.
Shouldn't you be fleeing the Darkspawn?
My mission takes priority, but I fear I shall be returning to Redcliffe with nothing to show for my efforts.
Huh, tell me more about this urn of sacred ashes.
Supposedly, the urn contains the ashes of the prophetess Andraste. Surely you know all this.
I'm not really familiar. Perhaps I could help you?
Nothing I have found leads me to believe that this was anything more than a quest of desperation. With Henrik gone, I need to return to Redcliffe. Perhaps later I will seek out the scholar his note mentions. But I must go. Thank you again, good sir. You have been most helpful.
Of course. I am happy to help.
And when the Maker spoke, a chant of light scattered in the
wonder
darkness.
if that's an accurate
Words
likeness of
spell
Andraste.
fear and ignorance.
Maybe she was ugly.
Let those who cry
Maybe
out
she
from
had
the
buck
shadow
teeth.
comfort.
How will we know?
Those who seek redemption will never. And those who have sinned.
Oh, this isn't the one I have a key for? That's fine. Is it this? I can just learn some stuff? Great. There's a book here. Can I learn something from that? It is important to press the tab button. Alright, health poultice and deep mushroom. Things I can take. Joy. Hi. I don't expect a fight, but...
Will you be making a donation to the Chantry, my friend? You look like you have salvaged more of value than most who make it here.
Tithe to the Chantry? Are you joking?
A great number of people could be fed and clothed for a fraction of your finery. But you must do as your heart wills. What can I do for you then?
I want to talk about Sten, the Quinari you imprisoned.
It might have been kinder to execute him, but I leave his fate to the Maker. Why does he interest you?
I want him freed. I might have a use for him.
Then his next victims might count you and me as their murderers.
I was thinking you might release him into my custody.
Your custody? And who might you be?
I'm a Grey Warden in need of aid against the Darkspawn.
A Grey Warden? Oh dear, I will have to ask you to leave before you bring trouble on our heads.
Let me take the Quinari and fight the Darkspawn.
To defend against the Blight? Perhaps that is a form of atonement. But are you certain you can control him?
If you prefer, I could invoke the right of conscription. If not, I will kill him. Problem solved.
No, I cannot. There will be too much trouble for us if we are seen cooperating with you.
The Darkspawn are the real enemy here.
The Maker cares no less for that Canari's victims than for the thousands who fell in Ostagar. Now, good day.
Yeah? Can I talk to you again?
Yes. What can I do for you now?
Can you provide any help to the Grey Wardens at all?
I cannot help you without risking the safety of this village and Chantry. The best I can do is keep your presence a secret. I am sorry. Now, if there is nothing else...
Can I talk about Sten again?
We have already discussed this, and I told you I would not release the creature.
What did he do?
He butchered an entire farmhold. Only one of the youngest hid long enough to survive. The child said his father had found the Canary gravely wounded and took him in. That kindness was repaid with murder. The bandsman found the Canary just standing amidst the carnage. He did not resist them.
Are you certain he did it?
He confessed quite readily, but would give no reason for the crime. Even the seasoned knights who apprehended him were disturbed by the carnage. However docile he appears, do not be fooled. That Canary is a danger.
What if this causes an incident with his people?
The Maker demands justice, regardless of his race.
Will you not reconsider your stance?
I cannot. Grey Warden though you may be, please leave the Kunari to his fate.
This is a little brutal, but like, he doesn't deserve to die there. So let's see if this threat works, even though it's a little bit, a little sketchy. I don't even know. I guess I'll just go, I understand.
Your efforts are no doubt better spent elsewhere.
Maybe there's another method I can use. I don't want to threaten to kill a priest. Like, that's pretty heart cold. All right. Now, the thing is, too, is as cool as Morrigan is, I probably don't need double mages. So it's one of those situations where, like...
So let's talk about your mother for a moment.
I'd rather talk about your mother.
Well, there's nothing to talk about. And besides, isn't your mother a scary witch who lives in the middle of a forest? Much more interesting.
To you, perhaps. You would find the moss growing upon a stone interesting.
You know what's more interesting than that? Apostates. Mages outside of the...
Did you see the new recruiters?
Oh wow, every time I walk closer it kills
You
the
might not
conversation.
want to go in. Tavern's full, and those soldiers are being a nuisance.
Thanks for the advice.
It's no trouble. If you don't mind my asking, I hear talk of someone giving those bastards outside the village what they deserved. That wouldn't be you, would it?
Was me?
It was? Hey, everyone! This is the one who drove out those thieving bastards! More will probably come, but it's good to know some justice is left here. Thank you.
Terran wants a new army, but
Yeah, I figure I'd do what I can, right?
Well, look what we have here, then. I think we've just been blessed.
Uh-oh. Logain's men. This can't be good.
Didn't we spend all morning asking about an elf by this very description, and everyone said they hadn't seen one?
It seems we were lied to.
Gentlemen, surely there's no need for trouble. These are no doubt simply more poor souls seeking refuge.
They're more than that. Now stay out of our way, sister. You protect these traitors, you'll get the same as them.
Look, man, it looks like you want to fight. I'm happy to oblige if that's what you want.
Right, let's make this quick.
Let's paralyze the main guy. Let's Curse of Mortality this one. And I'm gonna focus on some soldiers.
All right, you've won. We surrender.
Good. They've learned their lesson and we can all stop fighting now.
I'm gonna say the Grey Wardens didn't betray Kalen. Logain did.
I was there. The Terran pulled us out of a trap.
The Terran left the king to die.
The Wardens led the king to his death. The Terran could do nothing.
You really are blind.
Please wait!
They have surrendered. They were no match for you. Let them be.
They were going to kill us, but fine. Take a message to Logain.
What do you want to tell
him? The Grey Wardens know what really happened.
I'll tell him. Right away. Now. Thank you.
I apologize for interfering, but I couldn't just sit by and not help.
It was alright. I appreciate what you tried to do.
I am glad you found it in your heart to offer those men mercy. Let me introduce myself. I am Liliana, one of the lay sisters of the Chantry here in Lothering. Oh, I was.
Yeah, well, nice to meet you. Pleasure.
They said you were a Grey Warden. I'm surprised you're an elf, but elves must want the Blight defeated as much as humans, no? I know after what happened, you will need all the help you can get. That's why I'm coming along.
All right. Well, I will need help, that's true.
That, and the Maker wants me to go with you.
Why should I care what your god wants?
He is not just my god. The Maker has love for all. I know you may not believe, but I had a dream. A vision.
More crazy? I thought we were all full up.
Look at the people here. They are lost in their despair, and this darkness, this chaos, will spread. The Maker doesn't want this. What you do, what you are meant to do, is the Maker's work. Let me help.
Alright, well, won't turn away help.
Perhaps your skull was cracked worse than Mother thought.
Thank you. I appreciate being given this chance. I will not let you down.
So I really like the doggo. So I might take out Morgan and add Liliana for right now. And now Liliana is, she's a rogue. But I have this recollection that you, like, can't make her, lockpick. We'll have to see. Spells and talents for Liliana. Oh, no, maybe she can. Cool. Alright, well, that's fine. Then we kind of have to have her.
As I live and breathe, you're the Grey Warden everyone's been talking about.
Yeah, is there something I can do for you?
I represent the Blackstone Irregulars. We're a mercenary company that fell on hard times after the war with Orlais. I'm sure you know that times are getting worse every day. With your help, the Irregulars could be of use to Ferelden once more.
Okay, how can I be of
Our
service?
leaders thought you might be willing to help. Each of our posts in Ferelden will contain letters addressed to you. Unlike most who work with us, you're getting letters straight from Raelnor and Taura, our leaders. I hope this tells you how highly the Irregulars regard the Grey Wardens.
Alright, I'll take a look.
Thank you. When you've completed a mission, just return to me or any of our members stationed at an Irregulars post. We'll make sure your efforts are rewarded. Maker's blessings light your path.
Alright. Great. So I have to go do some conscriptions. And some of these people I can't find right away. But I can get them. Hey.
I heard what you did with the other merchant. Got what he deserved. Because I still don't have food to sell.
Show me what you got. Because I'll tell you what. I need, oh, that's him. This is me. Okay. We don't need this axe. We don't need this dagger. Oh, shite. Maybe we did. Well, now whatever. Hate to do that, but I'll take it right back. Great sword. Great sword. Great sword. I don't think this is any different than what Alice already has. Sell. Yes, we don't need those. We don't need those. That's neat. I don't know how useful it is. Okay, the thickened cap we might not need. Leather gloves. Well, okay, let's really quickly. Yeah, let's equip her. Throw the cap on. Throw the gloves on. She has regular boots. Let's give her studded leather. I forget. Is she skilled up for... No, she's not a two-weapon fighter. She's actually mostly an archer. Alright, that's fine. We can do her as an archer. I won't respec her. Even though she has a dagger right now, her skills are actually an archery. I don't have a bow. I have this one, so maybe when she gets there, 24 dexterity, we'll give her that bow. Oh, I don't have gloves on? That's hilarious. Oh, well. Yeah, I'll give her... Wait, no, she has this on. Was cunning, mental resistance? Okay, that's fine. Although I should give her that. That one's good for her. Alright. With that stuff addressed, let's go sell off everything else.
Take it up with that bleeding runt by the chantry. I got other gear to sell.
Show me what you got. Alright, so... She's not going to use this really, so it doesn't matter. I'll just get rid of it. We don't need any of the armor now, so we can get rid of basically everything here. Except for these things, because I'll wear them. I'll keep those, because I don't know. There's no need to throw those out. The coating requires poison making, so I'm not even going to bother too much. The balms I'm not going to worry about. The runes I'm going to keep. The gems we won't keep. We'll sell our malachite and fluorspar and garnet. Quartz. No, we'll keep the gifts. Greenstone. Private documents will I don't know if you can just sell them. I think you can just sell them. And yeah, this is stuff. I don't need the nature resistance, electricity resistance. All right. Cool. That is addressed. We can save the game here, and now we have to go run around and grab some stuff.
On.
Allow me. I could do that for you.
Can you? Okay, well, as long as this isn't considered stealing, let's take those. And I guess I sold a bunch of arrows that I shouldn't have sold. Now that I know she's going to be an archer. I think I've messed up every time I've built her historically. I built Liliana as a stabbing mage or stabbing rogue. And she's not really a stabbing rogue. So, we have a few things to run around and do here. Some more side quests to push through. I'm going to go back and get the... Is there locked stuff over there? I know they had locked boxes up here.
Oh, yes. Bonbon. Oh, Bonbon was a terror. He would hide, you know, when he saw you coming. And then he would attack your ankles. Rather sharp teeth in the ankles. Very painful. He attacked me once. Latched onto my leg. I thought it was a diseased rat and kicked. Bonbon flew across the room and over the baluster. He survived. But he never came near me after that.
Well, Liliana has a unique story for us there. This is more typical dog. Art shows how special ours is. Now we can probably get the merchant stuff here with Liliana. Ooh, private documents. And stuff. Alright. I guess I'll run around as Liliana as a second. I might, yeah, finding that merchant there is really useful. I think we're also in a pretty good position money-wise, because we're not even terribly far in the game, but we have 13 gold. Whew. You know, happy things. Hey, look, we're back. Let's see. Now, I think there's some more stuff to pilfer from the church before we head right out. Now that we can open up some locked boxes. Bronze symbol of Andraste. Great. And I think that's actually it. Alright, that's fine. Well, with a little bit more pilfering done and some progress made, we will continue adventuring in Dragon Age Origins on the next episode. I hope you have an excellent rest of your day, and check out the next episode when it comes out. Bye!
So, let me get this straight. You were a cloistered sister?
You must have been a brother before you became a Templar, no?
I never actually became a Templar. I was recruited into the Grey Wardens before I took my final vows.
Do you ever regret leaving the Chantry?
No, never. Do you?
Yes. You may not believe it, but I found peace there. The kind of peace I've never known.
It used to get so quiet at the monastery that I would start screaming until one of the brothers came running. I would tell them that I was just checking. You never know, right?
No, I never did anything like that. I enjoyed the quiet.
Suit yourself. The look on their face was always priceless.
Men and women from every race, warriors and mages, barbarians and kings. The Grey Wardens sacrificed everything to stem the tide of darkness, and prevailed.